Hello and welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Steph, and as you will have seen by the title, today is part one of my eyeshadow palette collection and declutter. Part two will be up at some point soon, hopefully. I have a new puppy and he requires a lot of attention. So yeah guys, without further ado, I shall hand you on over to the collection and declutter. Okay guys, so I've got a few piles around me to start. We're just doing this on an old towel. I say old towel, it's not that old. But just because I will be swatching. So yeah, I'm going to start with three easy keeps. And that is these three from Odin's Eye. And we have this one here. This is the Hummingbird, and this is in collaboration with Fancy Face, and this is the Colour Story. 100% going to be keeping all of these three. This is the one with Annette, of Annette's Makeup Corner. That's my favourite of the three, but I love all three of them. And this is Red Dragon, which is in collaboration with Judy. This was a gift from my beautiful friend Marina. I'm so incredibly grateful. It's such a beautiful, beautiful palette. So yes, those three are very easy keeps. And then we have a few here from Juvia's Place. I haven't got all of my palettes in kind of brand order, so it will just be as and when they come along. So first up we have the Zulu, and this one I love. This shade here, look at that, absolutely gorgeous. So that is definitely a keep. The Warrior 2, I keep this thinking I'm going to use it and I don't, so I am going to pop that one in the declutter. Then we have the Warrior 3. I'm trying to be brutal here. It's very difficult with Juvia's Place because they do have a formula that I absolutely love. No, this is going to have to be a keep. This is one of my favourites. And this is the Douce, or Douce, however you say it. Absolutely love this. Absolutely gorgeous colour story. Staying. The Festival. I love this shimmer here. Let me just show you this. Look at that. It is a beautiful, beautiful black shimmer. So yes, that is going to be staying. This is my favourite of all the 9 pans. The Tribe, it is discontinued, but I will definitely not be parting with that one. Next up is the Disney Colour Collection by Beauty Bay. I know they've brought out more since, but these are the three that I have. I can say now they're not going to be going anywhere because I adore them, even if it is just for collector's purposes. So we have got the Dumbo palette, which is so cute. They are all matte. I love how here they have the date that the film came out. So cool. Yes, that's, oh crikey, that's that one. And then we have the, what doesn't it say? It's the Cheshire Cat one, Alice in Wonderland. Crikey, I'm going nuts. And this is the colour story of this one. This is absolutely gorgeous. This shade here I love. And then last of the three is the Jungle Book, and this one here is colour story wise my favourite of the three. How beautiful is that? So yes, that little collection there will be staying. It's not difficult to store, so I don't see any point in parting with something. The next little mini collection I have together here are the Sweet Shop palettes from BH Cosmetics. I can also tell you now none of these are going to be going anywhere. I love them. So this is the Cotton Candy, absolutely stunning purple and pink palette. Then we have the Pistachio, which, as you probably guessed already, is my favourite. Beautiful greens. I love the range of light to dark. Then we have Cherry on Top, which is stunning. You've got red, pink, orangey shades. It is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And then finally out of these ones is the Bubblegum, and again, absolutely stunning palette, especially this shade here. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. So yes, those will all be staying. Right, and I've got a few odd ones here that I do have others from the brand, but you'll find them scattered throughout. This eyeshadow palette is brand new. I've used this once so far. This is the new release from Makeup by Lisa. It's the Raven's Castle eyeshadow palette, and this is the colour story. I hope that this is showing up on camera, just how beautiful it is. These shades are stunning. I do have videos on most of these, I believe. Not sure. But yes, if you search in the search box on my channel, and search an eyeshadow palette name, you will find it if it's there. But that's definitely staying. And then this one is also new to my collection. I know it's not a new palette. This is Heaps of Sweets by Shan XO. It's XO Beauty. Love the packaging. And then this is the colour story. Whilst this is fairly neutral for me, this is a neutral palette that I will use. I absolutely love this purple here, Bum Bum. So yes, that is going to be staying. Next up is the Editor palette from Ciate London, and this is the colour story. Not my favourite formula. Colour story is a bit wishy-washy, a bit neutral, but I think it's beautiful, and I am definitely going to be keeping this one. Next up is one from VE Cosmetics. This is the Lovers palette. It is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. You've got some real neon shades. I know that that is not showing up as particularly neon, is it there, on camera, but these bottom shades are neons and they are fantastic. VE Cosmetics is a UK indie brand that I absolutely love, so that is going nowhere. Not doing very well so far at the Ruthless Declutter, but then these pals, I knew these would be staying. Next up are some of my Nomad Cosmetics palettes. So first up is the America's Parks. I do keep the little postcard that comes in with them. And so the America's Parks looks like this. I love all of these palettes. I can already tell you now, all of my Nomad Cosmetics palettes will be staying. They're one of my favourite brands. They have one of my favourite formulas. The colour stories are just always on point, and yeah, I love this. And then we have the, I should have taken them all out of boxes beforehand, but I didn't think that far ahead, so I'm just going to pop my little thing back in there. Then next up is the Cartagena Magica. Magica? I'm not sure. This is absolutely stunning. This is beautiful for sunset looks. That yellow shimmer is amazing. Let's swatch that one. Oh, there goes the thing. Just look at that. How beautiful is that? So yes, that one is staying. And finally, again with the packaging, the last one is the Tokyo Harajuku one, and this is what she looks like. Absolutely stunning. This bottom row is amazing. So you've got this row of really kind of sparkly duochrome shimmers, and then you've got these satins, and then these mattes. Beautiful pastel palette. I love that they have added kind of a charcoal black colour for deepening. Absolutely stunning. Love it. Definitely keeping it. Right, the next collection I have here, this is a really tough one for me because I love these. Lucky Bunny Cosmetics has ceased, is no longer. I did think, oh, I won't keep palettes from brands that are discontinued, but I think I have to. I have to keep these. I love them. So I'm just going to quickly show you them. So this is the Gluttony, and then this is the Greed, and then we have Wrath, and then finally here we have Envy. I'm so sad you can't get these anymore, and I'm also sad that they hadn't finished the 7 Deadly Sins before closing, but such is life. I will be keeping these. Right, next up, this is another one of my V Cosmetics palettes. This is the Grimoire Book of Shadows Volume 2, and it is very bulky. It's like a book, but I really don't mind. And this here is the colour story. It is a grungy dream. I love it. You've got the jewel tones, you've got your black, and they've just got these really beautiful deep dark mattes. I adore them. This is going nowhere. And then the last little pile that I have here, this is from OPV Beauty London. This is the Spotlight eyeshadow palette, which I believe looks pretty much like a dupe of the Born to Run from Urban Decay. I'm not sure. I don't have that. My daughter does though. But I haven't played with this enough yet. I love this shade Star. So I am going to be holding on to this to play a little bit more with it. And then if I haven't used it by the next declutter, then we will be parting ways. So for now, this is a keep. And then I have these 3 palettes here, all from Certify, which is a UK indie brand. I'm not 100% sure what's going on with them. They're still in business at the moment. I believe they just need to be kind of noticed a bit more maybe. But anyways, I've got these 3 palettes. So let's go through these. So the first one I have here is the Dynasty palette. And this one, I love how you've got each row. So if you're feeling lazy, you have got a ready-made eyeshadow look. Or you can mix and match. I do really enjoy this. So I'm going to be keeping hold of this one. The Tropical Wonders. This is an all matte eyeshadow palette. I do have other rainbow palettes that I will pick up over this one, especially as it's all matte. So I am going to, I'm going to be passing this one along to a home where it will get far more love than it does here. And then finally for the Certify ones here, we have the Affinity 2 palette. This one is going nowhere. I love it. Absolutely love this one. This shade here is doesn't look as nice on the hand as it does on the eyes. Am I talking myself out of keeping this? No, I'm going to be keeping this. Okay, on to the next pile. I have here the No More Nudes palette from Dramatique Boutique. It's a UK indie brand. I have really enjoyed playing with this. However, I haven't touched it in quite a while now. Not sure I'm going to. I am looking forward to seeing what else the brand brings out though, so I will be decluttering the No More Nudes palette. And then we have here the Glamlight Pizza palette. This is huge. So I kept it in its box just because I am a sucker for these gimmicks. And this is just the large pizza palette. And crikey, I can't even fit it all in the frame, it's that big. I want to play with this some more. Because I've only played with it once so far, so I am going to be keeping a hold of this. Plus I like having it on display, so this one will be going nowhere. Oh, I do want to actually, let's keep that open a second, because I do have the Glam Light Pizza Veggie Lovers palette also, and oh, are all of the shades I love from this in here? Oh, this is a tough one. No. Oh, see, now looking at this, I prefer the pizza slice. Right, change of plan. I am going to be holding on to the Glam Light the Pizza Veggie Lovers Slice palette. And sadly, I'm not going to use it. Realistically, I am not going to be using this one. I will pick up the smaller palette over this. So this will be going in the declutter. Crikey, I'm being really good here. Next up, I haven't actually played with this yet. I haven't put it in the box of shame just purely because of the size of it, but I have been after this for such a long time, and I love how it's the like cake in the oven. So I haven't said actually, it's the Glam Light Cake palette. This is the colour story. Let me get rid of that. I don't need that. This is absolutely stunning. I have been after this for such a long time and 100% going to be keeping this one. Okay, so next up, it's difficult to have room when you've got all these huge palettes. Whilst this is bulky and harder to store, I am a sucker for this kind of packaging with the pink sand and the world. I love it. And the colour story, I do keep this sheet in this one. I have no idea why, but for some reason I like it. This is a beautiful palette. I absolutely love playing with this palette. It will 100% be going nowhere. So, and next up is another UK indie brand. So this is Jolie Beauty, and this is the Sorceress palette. I love how there's a snake on it. I'm a sucker for snakes. This is the colour story. It is such a beautiful colour story. I love you've got the real dark smoky shades. You've got your greens, your purples. It is the perfect Halloween palette. I love it. I love the quality. I will be keeping that. Next up, whilst I have the original and the dupe, I will be keeping both. I will explain why. So this is the Be Perfect and Stacey Marie Carnival 3 Love Tahiti, and this is just an amazingly beautiful palette. It is absolutely stunning. Quality is amazing, and yeah, I highly recommend it. Then we have the dupe here, which is the W7 Mardi Gras Express Yourself, which is an exact dupe, and whilst it's not of the same quality, it is a very good eyeshadow palette, and I think if you are lusting after the Carnival 3 Love Tahiti, but you can't afford it, you wouldn't be disappointed in it, put it that way. So I will be keeping both of those. Then I have the original, well, it's not the original because there was the Carnival, the first one I believe, but yes, I haven't got that one. But the Carnival XL Pro palette, again I've got this on. So I haven't actually played with this yet, but I will be. So this is, put that back in there. This is going nowhere. And then the last one of these Carnival ones that I have, I've only just acquired this. I used it for the first time in my Karma Chameleon the last Common Chameleon I did. This is the Carnival for the Antidote, and this is the colour story. I did not expect to love this as much as I do. I have no words. It is absolutely beautiful. Quality is amazing. I love it. So yes, 100% will be keeping that also. Okay, so this is a tough one because because of what they are and how much they cost, and I want to keep all four, but yeah, I need to be realistic as to what I'm going to be using. I can't remember which one is which. So we're just going to start from the top of this pile. So this is the ABH Norvina collection, the larger palettes, and this one here, this one is going nowhere because I am so inspired by this colour story, and yeah, I definitely want to get some more use out of this one. Then we have this one here with the butterflies on. Ooh, this one is a tough one. Just pop that aside for a second and open up this pink one. Pink and purple. I am a huge glitter fan, however, I don't like this formula of glitter. This leans very heavily on the neutral side for me, so I think that one is going to be decluttered. This one here has more of the purples, the reds. I do want to get some more use out of this, so these two will be staying, and this one here will be leaving my collection. Alright, let's move a few of these over here. Right, next up is this Heather Lou Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. Heather Lou Cosmetics is a UK indie brand. This is the Ella palette. It's a cute palette. I wasn't blown away with the quality from what I remember. I haven't touched it since I did the video. So yeah, sadly I will be letting this go. I have this colour story many times over. And then we move on to the Blooming Lovely palette from Sample Beauty. This palette will be going absolutely nowhere. The quality is amazing in both the mattes and the shimmers. I love it. I could rave on all day. It's a UK brand. They're affordable. Love. We have another Nomad Cosmetics palette. This one is my favourite of the Nomad Cosmetics palettes. My absolute favourite. I have played with this palette so much. The colour story is amazing. Just the presentation of the palette, the imprints they do, the quality. It is absolutely stunning. If you love this colour story, then I would highly recommend this palette. 100% will be keeping that. Okay, so next up is another UK indie brand. This is September Rose Cosmetics, the Slush palette, the original one. I don't have the Slush 2. I love this. This is a just beautiful rainbow palette. The quality is amazing. The only one I'm not a fan of is this shade here with the little glitter bits in, but that's okay. It's just one in a whole palette. I love this and I will be keeping it. And yeah, so moving on. This is the Queen palette from Eloise. This is another UK indie brand. I thoroughly enjoyed playing with this. I found it just to be beautiful. I haven't played with it enough yet, so I will be keeping hold of that. And then we have Cara Beauty. So this one is the Before the Party palette. This was a gift from my beautiful sister and friend Erica, and I love it. The quality in this is amazing. The quality of their glitter formula, I love it. if you're not a fan of pressed glitters, there are two in here. This colour story is beautiful. There are a few neutrals there for if you wanted to do a more neutral look. I'm highly unlikely to reach there, but you never know. Tastes change. I might learn to love a neutral look. But anyways, this is going nowhere. Then we have the OPV Beauty, the Umoja palette. I have been hanging on to this because when I look at it, it makes me happy. However, I never pick this up. I never pull it out to use it. So I'm going to pass this along. Here we have two of these larger palettes from Cara Beauty. They're the Havana Club and the You Had Me at Aloha. Both of these will be being decluttered. Whilst I absolutely love these colour stories, the quality is not the same. Beautiful colour stories. It's not the same amazing formula that they have in this one. So both of these will be being decluttered. And then another sample beauty palette. This is the Equalizer palette. This was a gift from my daughter. The quality is amazing. The colour story is amazing. I love how you've got the corresponding matte and shimmer. So you've got rubber and then duck, and then vitamin C, and then down the middle it's cup of tea, touch base. I love it. Absolutely love it. You've got both the black and white mattes and the black and white shimmers. I love that. I love that they have done that. And yes, this is 100% staying. Okay, so I'm going to start with something that I am going to be parting with. I haven't actually used this on camera. I've played with it once off camera. This is the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. And it's pretty. It's pretty. I just have so much better. And the colour story I don't find overly inspiring. So yeah, that is going to be being decluttered. Next up, this is the Oracle palette from Spellbound Beauty. They're an indie brand. This is a beautiful palette. There are a couple of them that have got slight hard pan from swatching. Not a palette to swatch. However, I really enjoy playing with this. It's the only palette I have from Spellbound Beauty so far, so I will be holding on to that. The next palette we have here is the Spellbook from Cursed Cosmetics. Now, Cursed Cosmetics is another indie brand. Let's move it over like that. So this is absolutely stunning. I love this. You have 3 pressed glitters along the bottom. They are gorgeous. It's a real grungy colour story. I love this. It is definitely staying. Then we have 2 palettes here from Artitude Cosmetics. As I said, I'm a brand ambassador for Artitude Cosmetics. I love all the products. So the Colour Splash was the first eyeshadow palette. And this is just gorgeous. You can go more neutral, you can go more colourful, you can go somewhere in the middle. You can make it bold, more airy-fairy. I love this. It is such an amazing palette. I do highly recommend this. Gorgeous. It is staying, as is this one. This is the second palette, the VIP exclusive. And this is the colour story. For me, this is a beautiful neutral palette. This is my kind of neutral. This shade here, Mogul, oh my word. This shade here has me. It is a duochrome. It's like a pink to gold. It is absolutely stunning on the eyes. And yes, 100% keeping. Okay, so let's grab you. So I have another Juvia's Place here. This is the Nubian 2. This is stunning. This is the one that I thought of when I opened the OPV. Crikey. I can't think what it's called. But this speaks to me just that little bit more. It's a very similar vibe. But Umoja, thank you. My daughter is in the background helping me out. So yes, this one is going to be staying. Yes. And then we have the Wahala 2 from Juvia's Place. This is a stunning... Oh, it doesn't want to stay open. This is a stunning palette. Absolutely gorgeous. There are 3 pressed glitters. The shimmers in here are outstanding. Let me just show you this, because this is a pressed glitter, but just... So yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, I can't count, 4 pressed glitters. But just look how that applies. It is absolutely stunning. So yes, this will be going nowhere. And then we have the Fade into Hue from Colourpop. This is gorgeous. This one does contain 3 pressed glitters. I haven't touched this yet, so it will definitely be staying in my collection for me to try out. So that is that. Oh, next up, let me get this out of its packaging because it is just so shiny. I'm going to discard that box. I don't need the box. So this here is the new palette from Melt. It is the Amor y Mariposas. I don't speak Spanish, so apologies if I've butchered that. I love how these are all little hummingbirds. You've got the butterflies, and then you've got an actual heart, like as in the heart that you would find in your body. I love it, with the roses around. It's so beautiful. And then inside you've got the little details of the butterflies. There's the butterfly kind of imprints in these. The quality of this is just absolutely gorgeous. A whole row of greens, which speaks to my soul. So yes, I won't be parting with that. Right, okay, what have we next? Right, this is a pile of palettes I won't be getting rid of, so I will quickly go through these. This is my by Beauty Bay collection here of these style palettes. So we've got the Wilderness, which is absolutely gorgeous. I love these shimmers. I can't wear them over a glitter primer because then they will crease up more. I do find that these will, depending on what base you put down, crease up if you have older eyes such as myself. However, I am more than happy to play around and find a base that works, because this colour story is absolutely gorgeous. The quality is, it's so there. Then we have the Age of Opulence. This is their this was their Christmas release or holidays release. Love this. As you can see, mine's been used quite a lot. It's a bit beat up. Then we have the Book of Magic. Now this is discontinued, but I won't be parting with it because I love it. And then we have the Sunset Horizons, another amazing palette that I can go to if I want to do a sunset look. Love it. And then this I decluttered and then repurchased. I gave it another go without using the glitter primer, and yeah, I love it. I love it. So it's going to be staying, and that's the Nikki Tutorials and Beauty Bay collab. Right, let's move on to this pile here. So this is from HMB Cosmetics, which is a UK indie brand. They do one of my favourite setting powders ever. It's the best. I think so. It's comparable to the Fenty Beauty powder that I love. Yeah, it's beautiful. But anyways, on this palette. So this is the Dare to Be Different. I have swatched this, but I've not even tried it on my eyes, and honestly, I don't find the colour story to be inspiring, so I will be parting ways with that. Here is a neutral palette that I absolutely love. This is from September Rose Cosmetics, UK indie brand. This is the Brew palette, and just that colour story is just stunning. The colours are slightly off, slightly more grungy. It is gorgeous. There are only the 2 shimmers. If I want to do a neutral look, this is one that will come to mind instantly. The quality is amazing. That one's staying. Then we have the is it called? Passion in Paris palette from BH Cosmetics. This is absolutely amazing. The quality is amazing. The colour story is amazing. This is one that I have been recommending to people. Love this. Lovely and affordable as well. Then we have the Nomad by Juvia's. I have not used this yet. I have swatched it, but the colour story really speaks to my heart, so it is staying. The Beauty Bay Breakfast in Bed. I keep holding on to this because I love the tones of the shades in this palette. However, I never pick this up. So that, unfortunately, we're going to be saying goodbye to the Breakfast in Bed. Next palette here is one that will be going nowhere. This is the Lily Croaks palette from Metamorphosis, which is a US indie brand. And this is just such a gorgeous, gorgeous palette. It has some neutrals, not so fussed by them, but they're, as far as neutrals go, they're nice. We have all these beautiful greens and blues, and I love this, and I love Metamorphosis as a brand. Then next up, we have Lois Cosmetics, the Meet Me in the Underworld eyeshadow palette that just, it went wild. It is just an amazing colour story, but firstly, the packaging, wow. It came with a card with the story, and this is the colour story. It is a grungy dream. The quality is amazing. This black is out of this world. Underworld. It is so pigmented, but yet so easy to work with. I love it. This is staying. And then we have a couple of palettes here from Makeup Obsession. We have the Ruddy Daydream palette, and then we have the LA Dreams palette. Now, as much as I love pinks and greens together, I just wasn't the biggest fan of this, and I haven't picked it up in ages, so I will be parting ways with this one. This, however, this was a gift from my daughter and my stepson, and the silver in this, the silver in this is just absolutely stunning. So yes, this one will be staying and this one will be going. Okay, and then we have another UK indie brand. This is Josh Cosmetics. This is the Daydream eyeshadow palette. I have only played with this once so far. Definitely want to get some more use out of it. Get to know it a little bit better. So this will be staying. Also staying, this is Luna Beauty the Moonspell palette. I haven't actually tried this yet. I picked this up off of Depop because I've just been after such a long time. Just look at that colour story. It is stunning. I've swatched it quite a few times. But yes, that will be going nowhere. Oh, why won't you go in the box? And then we have another UK indie brand, Cosmic Brushes. And this is the Royal Rose palette. I was so impressed with the quality of these eyeshadows. I love this colour story. This is staying. Right, okay, so on to something that will be going. So this is the Revolution and Bratz palette. I wasn't blown away with the quality. I haven't used it on camera, but I have used it off camera. I didn't love it. I bought into the whole Bratz thing because it reminded me of when my daughter was young. But yes, it's time to say goodbye. So that is being decluttered. And then we have a Violet Voss palette. This is the Flamingo. And I love this colour story. Sorry, I can hear my pup being told off in the background. So this is the Flamingo palette. I love this. This is beautiful. This is a summery dream. I will be keeping hold of that. This I also picked up off of Depop and haven't tried on my eyes as yet. It is brand new. I have swatched it. It was brand new till I swatched it. This is the Rainbow Splash palette. So this is going to be hanging around because, yeah, I haven't put it on my eyes yet. And then, right, okay, so I've got 3 palettes here from Island Play Cosmetics. The first one is the Soca Origin. This was their first eyeshadow palette, and I love how they've done it. I love how they've got, like, whilst they're kind of split pan, they're also separate pans. It is lovely. However, the quality of their 2 newer palettes, which will be coming up next, is so much better. So I am going to pass this along to somebody that will make more use of it. And the 2 that I will be keeping from Island Play Cosmetics, let's go with the second one. So this was their second palette. It's the Reggae Ma eyeshadow palette, and this colour story is stunning. I absolutely love it. The quality is beautiful. Island Play Cosmetics is a UK indie brand. They're kind of all things Caribbean. It's a really lovely brand, and one that I do recommend. And the new one, the Masquerade, I do have a brand new one of these which will be going in a giveaway soon, so keep your eyes peeled. This is the Masquerade, the newest palette, and this is amazing. There are only 4 mattes, but there's still so much room to play, and they will all blend themselves out beautifully. So you've got neutral options and you've got colourful options. I love it. Absolutely love this. It is staying. Alright, let's move on to this pile of kind of bulky ones. All of these will be staying. So this is the new P. Louise Watch the Queen Conquer palette. I have not used this yet. Unfortunately, Christmas and etc. was a write-off, and we caught COVID. We're poorly. So yeah, everything... Oh, crikey. So yeah, everything is a bit behind. However, this looks so gorgeous. If you separate in the middle, you have got a board in which you can kind of play chess on. But on the one side, you have these beautiful pinks and purples, absolutely gorgeous, and these more corally shades. I'm so excited to play with this. And on the other side, there are these absolutely stunning greens, yellows, reds, oranges. This will be coming up in a video soon. And then we have these 2 boxy designs from Kaleidos. So this one came out first, although I got this after. But anyways, this is the Escape Pod. It is gorgeous. I love these shades, love the colour story, love the quality. Will be staying. And then this is one of my favourite palettes ever. This is the Club Nebula in collaboration with Angelica Nyqvist. This is just stunning. Absolutely stunning. Unfortunately, you can't get it anymore, but I love it and I will not be parting with it. And then another boxy one. This is the Earth palette, and this is from Charlie Betty Beauty. And I love how this I love the design. And this is the Earth palette. It is beautiful. The quality is amazing. The colour story, you've got it in like 2 halves almost. So you've got like the greeny shades, and then you've got your more neutrally shades. It is gorgeous. I love it. Charlie Betty Beauty is, did I say UK indie brand? Love this. I cannot wait to see what she comes out with next. And next up is this palette from 50/50. I think it's the Aphrodite 2.0. I wish it was written on here, but it isn't. But anyway, this is a European indie brand. I love this. This shade here is just, it's kind of like a grey blue. Just look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. This one is staying. Next up, this is from Naki's Beauty. Is again, oh my god, it escapes me. I haven't heard anything from Naki's Beauty in a while. I'm hoping that she's going to be bringing more out. This palette, whilst I had so much fun playing with it, I have this colour story many times over. I haven't touched this in a while, so I'm going to pass it on to someone that will love it a lot more than it gets in my collection. And then we have two palettes here from Lois Cosmetics. You've already seen the Meet Me in the Underworld. This, should we go with it? Yeah. So this is the Gone Rogue, which is just absolutely gorgeous. The pressed glitter is amazing. The quality of this is outstanding, and it won't be going anywhere. Lois Cosmetics is one of my favourite brands. And then this is the Rose Metal, which is a pretty neutral palette. I love it. I had so much fun playing with it. I will not be parting with that. This won't be going anywhere. This is the Beetlejuice, recently deceased, in collaboration with Melt Cosmetics. The other way around. I am going to show you this because, oh my god, I love this. I love it. Absolutely love this. I have blended the two. You can get them to kind of mesh-ish, but I love this, and I love Beetlejuice, so that is going nowhere. And then I have these two Natasha Denona palettes. So I've got the Sunrise palette, absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I do love it. And also it's got a shade called Poppy. Yeah. So that is staying. And then also the Love palette. I love the Love palette. So that is going to be staying also. And I have this Colourpop Disney Villains Misunderstood. All I've done is swatch this. I'm not going to pick it up, so I will be decluttering that. Okay, so this here is the Colourpop and Lizzie McGuire eyeshadow palette. I haven't actually tried this on my eyes as yet. I haven't even swatched it. But this colour story makes me very happy. And this is one that I know I'm going to dig out in the summer. So that one is going to be staying. And this one 100% will be staying. This is the Menagerie Cosmetics and Annette of Annette's Makeup Corner Serenity palette. I've kept in its box because it's absolutely gorgeous too. This was a gift from my beautiful sister and friend Erica, who is also over here on YouTube, Erica Conga. And oh, I love this. I love Annette of Annette's Makeup Corner. I just think I love her style. I love how colourful she is. And I love this palette. This is stunning. I love it. There are no other words. I love it, I love it, I love it. I don't believe you can get this anymore, sadly, but it will 100% not be leaving my collection ever. So, that one is staying. Next up is from Juvia's. This is the Afrique. Now, I thought I was going to love this. The shimmers are amazing. I'm just not inspired, and I don't ever reach for it. So I am going to declutter that. Also being decluttered is the Spanglish palette from Alamar Cosmetics. It is my only palette from them, which is why I held on to it as long as I did. However, I'm just not inspired by this colour story. The quality was really good. But yeah, I'll keep my eye and see if they come out with anything that does catch my eye. I did get this just purely because I wanted to try their formula. Now it's time for somebody else to enjoy it. So this is being decluttered. And then we have the Saharan by Juvia's Place. And again, I just don't ever reach for this. So I'm going to let someone else enjoy it. Okay, so the Strobe Cosmetics, which is now Shroud Cosmetics. This is the Creepy Q. I had been after this for the longest time. It came up on Depop and I went for it. Haven't tried it on my eyes yet, but it just looks stunning. I can't wait to use it. It is not going anywhere. And the Chromatic palette, this is from Rose Company Cosmetics. Now, Rose Company Cosmetics has now ceased, is no longer. Mandy, who's the owner, is just one of the most beautiful, wonderful people, and I can't wait to see what she does next. This palette I cannot part with. I love this. These shades are beautiful. I'm not going to swatch them to show you because obviously you can't get it anymore, but I will not be parting with this. And here we have the Nubian 3 Coral by Juvia's. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. However, I don't reach for it. So yeah, I'm going to let someone else enjoy that too. And next up we have Creature Cosmetics. This is a US indie brand. This is the Revenge of the 80s. I am a sucker for themes, and VHS videotapes remind me of my youth. And this, it says classic horror here. This is a beautiful, beautiful palette. I really enjoy playing with this. 100% will not be parting with it. So yes, that is staying. And then we have the Alien Cosmetics, which is now, I believe, Unearthly Cosmetics. This is the Strawberry Milkshake palette. Look at that. This is a dream. I love it. The quality is amazing. The colour story is just so cool and quirky. I love it. It is staying. And then we have the BH Cosmetics Summer in Saint-Tropez. I haven't tried this on my eyes yet. I've only swatched it. However, I'm not inspired by the colour story. Realistically, I'm not going to pull this out to play with, so I will pass this one along. Okay, so let's move on to some smaller palettes. So I have these three here from Colourpop. This is the Disney Bambi Flower palette, and this one here, oh, I've used it once. It's cute. Quality's quite nice. But I'm 100% keeping this for the packaging. I don't know if I will reach for it, but I know I can't part with it. So that is definitely going to be staying. But these two, however, I have the Cashmere Forever and the High Society. Let me have a think. So the High Society, and then I really should have taken all these out of the boxes. So this one here is the Cashmere Forever, and then the High Society. I've not heard great things about these. Am I going to pick them up and use them? Realistically speaking, I'm going to say no. So I am going to part ways with both of these. Where am I? Oh, do you know what? No, I am going to hold on to the green one to give it a try, just purely because I haven't tried them myself. So I'm going to hold on to the High Society and part ways with the Cashmere Forever. I have this little mini here from Natasha Denona. This is the mini retro palette, and I love this. This is beautiful. It is a one and done little eyeshadow palette, but if I'm feeling like that, this is a colour story I love, so that one will be staying. Okay, I have these three here. This is the Rights collection, I believe, from Lethal Cosmetics. So this one here is the Roots, and then I don't know why I'm I'm keeping the cards because of the names, aren't I? Because it's not on them. So then this is the Memento, and she looks like this. And then finally we have the Destiny, and she looks like this. I will be keeping all three, but I am going to be depotting them and popping them in my singles collection. So they're going to be staying, but not as palettes. So yes. Then I have these two palettes here from Sigil, inspired by Tammy Tanuka. There is another one that's in my box of shame. So first up, I believe it's called the Joyous Ice Fish. I got the really tiny version, but I love it. The quality is amazing. It is beautiful. Then we have the Chinchilla one, and this is stunning. Absolutely stunning. I love the quality. I love how cute these are. They come with a little card and they come so beautifully packaged. These are going to be staying. Right, next pile. This is a trio. These are from Fatal Beauty. We have the Drop Dead Gorgeous. I love the packaging on these. And she looks like this. The quality of these is amazing. Fatal Beauty is a US indie brand, I believe. We have the Frankenslay. They do have pressed glitters, but they're really good quality pressed glitters. Just look at that colour story. Absolutely gorgeous. And then the Demon Diva. And she looks like this. Absolutely gorgeous. Going nowhere. Right, then we have this Beauty Bay Utopia. All I've done is swatched this. I haven't put it on my eyes. Am I going to? Realistically, no. So that is going to go. We have the V Cosmetics Blood Moon palette. This is going nowhere. It is all matte and the shades are just so beautiful. They are pigmented. They're easy to work with. I love them. It is staying. And then I have this Poppy Cosmetics Neon Drip. I'd been after this for such a long time. Really wanted to try it. And I haven't. I haven't picked it up. Oh, am I going to? I am going to hold on to this and try it at least once before I make up my mind to part with it. Okay, so this pile here are all from She Glam. Now, the quality... Let me go with these big ones first. Quality is really good. It's a good eyeshadow formula. Not my favourite, but yeah. So this is the Violet Vision palette. And that is what she looks like. Absolutely gorgeous. And then we have the Cactus Cool palette. Not my favourite green palette, but it is really good. We have the Fin Within. The Wolf Calls and the Flutter Effect. I will be keeping hold of the Violet Vision just for if I'm doing a full face of She Glam, but the other ones I will be decluttering. Right, so moving on, I have this little Wild Python palette from Huda Beauty. I haven't tried it yet. I've swatched it. I'm going to keep hold of this partly because it's Python, but also because I need to play with that some more. Then I have the Uoma Beauty Coming to America palette. I just never pick it up. I don't ever reach for it. Oh. Am I going to use it realistically? Am I? Let me just swatch a couple of these and see. A little bit lackluster. So this is going to be being decluttered. Then we have here the Makeup Revolution, the Joker palette. I haven't used it. Realistically, I'm not going to. I do have a Revolution palette coming up that I will be keeping. So this is going to be decluttered. Then we have the Sugar Pill Mini Colour Palette, the Fun Size Mini. I had been after this for the longest time. I finally have it in my collection. I haven't put it on my eyes yet, but it's staying. Alright, so next up is the Colourpop Lilac Culottes. It's really nice. It's a really nice palette. However, am I realistically going to reach for this over other purple palettes I have? The answer is no. So I am going to part ways with that. Then we have the Baroque, and this one intrigues me. However, when I tried it out, I don't know. I just don't know that the tones were very me. Now I am going to part ways with the Baroque. Then we have the BH Cosmetics Do Not Disturb palette. This is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I've swatched it, I have not tried it on my eyes yet, but I will be keeping it because this colour story just, it makes me happy. And then next up from Colourpop is the Tinkerbell Sprinkle a Little Magic palette, and I love this. This is just such a beautiful palette, really good quality, and it is staying. And then from 50/50 Makeup, I believe this is the summer palette, or is it the winter? I believe it's summer. Anyways, this is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. The quality is amazing. It's staying. And then we have the Cara Beauty Beach Days. This is a really cute palette. I do want to play with this some more. I think I'm going to want to play with these some more when the sun comes out, so I am going to keep hold of that one. This is going nowhere. This is the collaboration between Lethal Cosmetics and Teresa is Dead. This is the Lethal is Dead palette. Quality is amazing. Love the colour story. It is staying. I don't know if you can get this anymore, but I still won't part with it. Right, this next four definitely won't be going anywhere. From Makeup by Lisa, which is one of my favourite brands. So we have the Seashell Eyeshadow Palette. This is absolutely gorgeous. The pressed glitter formula is amazing. I do know that in her newer palette she is not putting pressed glitters in anymore. However, I still really enjoy them. That is gorgeous. The Secret Garden Eyeshadow Palette, which I think is my favourite. Absolutely gorgeous palette. Then we have your Out of This World eyeshadow palette. Again, absolutely gorgeous, pigmented, blendable mattes. Shimmers are beautiful, pressed glitter's gorgeous. Then we have the Macaron. This one doesn't contain any pressed glitters. It's a very summery palette if you go with kind of seasonal colours. I don't, but this is gorgeous. So yes, they will be staying. I have these little palettes here. This is such a beautiful little palette. It is gorgeous. I have held on to it. However, I haven't reached for it in such a long time. It's very cute. It is very cute and very affordable. Am I going to use it? No, Steph. Come on. And then we have this NYX Ultimate Eyeshadow Palette. I open it up. I'm not inspired. That's going to go. I've got this little glitter quad from Yvette Beauty. I can't remember the exact name of the quad, but how gorgeous is that? That is 100% staying. So next up is the BH Cosmetics Absinthe Palette. I've only used this once. I wasn't overly impressed. However, I have been told to keep at it because it's amazing. And I was having quite an off day anyways on the day I tried it. So I am going to hold on to this and give it another try. And then next up, I haven't used this yet. This is from VE Cosmetics, the Spellbound Palette. Absolutely gorgeous. I will be keeping hold of this. Okay, so here we have the Makeup by Tammy Cosmetics Chasing Butterflies palette. I love this. This is a beautiful little palette. I love the colour story. I love how many options it gives you, from bright to grungy to neutral. It is gorgeous. I will be keeping this. And then next up is from Odin's Eye. This is the Norns eyeshadow palette. This is amazing. 100% will not be going anywhere. This is a multi-chrome. It is gorgeous. All of these shades are amazing. This is staying. Another one staying. This is the Butte Bean and Shroud It's Freaking Bats palette. This was a gift from my beautiful, wonderful sister and friend Erica. Erica Conga. This is the It's Freaking Bats palette. Look at that. How absolutely stunning is that? I love this so much. It is going nowhere. I've still been keeping it in its box. I love it. I didn't actually say Butte Bean I should say this. She is now Batty Bean. I love her. She is brilliant. And she did an absolutely fantastic job on that. And now, next up, we have the Out and About palette from Yvette Beauty. I love the butterflies on this. This palette is gorgeous. It's all matte and the shades are stunning. The quality is amazing. This is not going anywhere. Then I have the Makeup Maniacs Weekend Soiree palette. I haven't actually... Let me get rid of that. I don't need that. I haven't tried this yet. So this will definitely be sticking around. I have my eye on this pressed glitter. That looks absolutely stunning. I don't know how well it's going to show up on camera, but yes, I haven't tried this yet, so 100% not going anywhere. And then also not going anywhere, this is from Alien Cosmetics, now Unearthly Cosmetics. This is the Fairy Frolic palette. I had been after this for the longest time. I have it in my possession now. I've swatched it. I just need to try it on my eyes, but this is not going anywhere. And this also is going nowhere. This is the only Revolution palette, I believe, that I'm holding on to. And this is the new one in collaboration with Soph. I loved playing with this. I really loved the colour story. I'm going to keep a hold of this and move on. So, next up is another palette from Odin's Eye. This is the Erd Mini Eyeshadow Palette. This is gorgeous. I haven't used it as yet, but I know this is going nowhere. It is stunning. Absolutely stunning. I love Odin's Eye's eyeshadow formula. And then next up we have the Kaleidos Futurism 1? Is that 1 or 5? The Sci-Fi Green, anyways. It opens better that way. So this is the Sci-Fi Green. I don't believe you can get hold of this anymore. I have swatched this. This is gorgeous. And these are my colours. I love this. So yes. Definitely going nowhere. I don't know why I'm keeping the box, but for some reason I feel the need to. And then next up, I haven't actually tried this on my eyes yet, so this won't be going anywhere. It's the Radioactive palette from Melt. I have been after this for the longest time. I now have it. So yes, that is staying. And then we have the Melt Cosmetics Smoke Sessions. I love this. I absolutely love this. I had wanted this for such a long time. When it went on sale on Beauty Bay, I grabbed it and I am not sorry. And then we have, I have to keep all the packaging for this because just look, this is the Classic Horror palette from LA Splash, and the artwork on this palette, it extends. It's on the back, it's on the front. You've got this really beautiful outer sleeve, and then the colour story is quirky, it's grungy, it's gorgeous. They're all mattes, and I will be keeping hold of that. I love it. Right, okay, so one of the Sample Beauty, the little palettes, this is the Hydrographic palette. Whilst this is gorgeous, I do have the larger palettes from Sample Beauty. I'm far more likely to pick them up than this, and the same goes for the Immensity palette. Amazing quality. Just I have the larger palettes from Sample Beauty that I will pick up before these, so they are being decluttered. And this one is a one-off. This is from Pout and Shout, one of my favourite UK indie brands. She does my favourite ever blush formula. It's just amazing. This is the Looking Like a Snack palette. It is all hand pressed, handmade, vegan, cruelty-free. This is stunning. This is such a beautiful palette. All of her pieces are original. Yes, this will 100% go nowhere, as will this, actually. I'm not doing very well with this pile here. This is the collaboration between Milan Rowe and Doodles by the Bunny. Doodles by the Bunny is, I have followed her on Instagram for a long time. She creates, like in drawing, the most amazing colour stories, palettes, and finally someone Finally, someone actually recognised the talent this girl has, and that is Milan Ray Makeup. So this is the Poison Ivy, and this palette is the bomb. I love this palette. It is a green lover's dream. Just look at that. Yes, I highly recommend this. The quality is amazing. Back in its box. Okay, so now we have the Bright Lights, I can't speak, from Pinky Rose Cosmetics. I haven't tried this yet. I got this because I hadn't tried anything from them and I really wanted to. So this, again, is the Bright Lights. There are 3 pressed glitters, by the looks of it, 2 shimmers and then mattes, but obviously I haven't tried this yet, so I will be keeping a hold of it. I have heard mixed reviews regarding their formula, so I'm looking forward to finding out from myself by myself. Next up, I have these 2 palettes here from Ace Beauté. I have the original formula. I know they have reformulated, however I have the original formula, which I love. So this is the Paradise Fallen. It is a really beautiful, grungy purple. You've got some neutrals, grey. It is stunning. I love it. And then the Blossom Passion. Oh, that's why. Let's take that away. The Blossom Passion. Am I saying that right? Yes. This is beautiful. I haven't tried this one on my eyes as yet, but I will be. So that is that. And then last in this pile, this is from Yvette Beauty. This is the Rave Bay Pressed Glitter palette. I did receive this in PR. I love it. I did do a my 12 indie brands of Christmas, which I didn't manage to complete due to mainly COVID and my dog passing away. But anyways, this is beautiful. The formula of these pressed glitters is one of my absolute favourites. I love it. That's staying. Okay guys, so this is the end of part 1. I am currently at, I believe it's 145 in the keep pile and 35 in the declutter. If I've got that wrong, let me know. But yes, part 2 will hopefully be coming along soon. It's finding the time to film with a new puppy, which I hadn't banked on. So I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please give it a like. If you are a fan of colourful makeup, supporting indie brands, then please do hit the subscribe button and yeah, join the family. So thank you so much for watching this video, for joining me today. I hope you're all having a great day, great evening, wherever you are and whatever you're doing. I hope you're taking care of yourselves. I will see you again very, very soon. Goodbye.